Hello there. So a lot of you on this channel have subscribed for the Australian vlogs that I did in 2022, of course. Obviously from the main channel, Davidoff Productions, most of you are Australian, and obviously quite a few of you subscribed over here, which I appreciate, and I also got subscribers from other channels as well, and also like people have found my channel just through this channel. But anyway, I thought since a lot of you are Australian, you might want an update on if and when I'm coming back to Australia. Well, I am coming back to Australia. Twice is the plan, this year and next year. And then not for a while after that, I'll explain why. Anyway, last year I had a flight, United Airlines, to Australia. I had to cancel it because my US visa got denied. I didn't know that there was a thing called an ESTA, which you could apply for from the UK, where you didn't need a visa. It's just a document that says you can go to the US without a visa. You just needed that authorization. I didn't know that existed, so I applied for a visa. The visa got rejected. Then I looked into the ESTA. That got rejected because the visa got rejected. So I had to cancel my flight. My US visa has been approved now, by the way, which is great because I want to go to the US a couple times. I am going in March, by the way, so I look forward to those vlogs. Those are going to be great. But when I cancelled my flight, no refund. I got a really good deal as well from Expedia. My word, it was amazing. It was so cheap. The flight and the hotel combined, it really wasn't that much. I ended up spending more. When I cancelled the flight and I booked new flights, they were so expensive because they were so late. The cost of those flights, the rebooked flights on different airlines, cost more than the flight and hotel combined in the original thing that I bought. I got a deal that good that booking a new flight cost me double the money that it would have cost originally. And that's before spending money. Yeah, it was a stressful time, but yeah, the year to use those flight credits. I was going to use those to go to America, but they said you can only use these flight credits within a year if you're going from London to Australia, from England to Australia. It can only be England to Australia. It can't be England to anywhere else. It has to be the same route. Doesn't have to be Melbourne, but it has to be England to Australia. I'm just like, right, okay. Either I go to Australia or I lose the money that I paid for the flight. So I am going back to Australia. Yay! 2023 September finals week 1, because I want to experience the AFL finals live in person. Hopefully I can get a ticket. So I've used most of my holiday allowance on America, which I'm going for 2 weeks. And also 2 F1 races. So yeah, most of my holidays are gone for that. I was gonna go to 3 F1 races actually, but I cancelled one just so I get an extra day on Australia because my schedule wasn't working out too much. So I needed an extra day just to make sure I can get enough time in Australia. I'm coming for just over a week, and yeah, I'll be flying to Melbourne. So what usually happens when you go to Australia is you usually fly to the right of the world, so like you stop in the Middle East or Asia, then the second flight to Australia, although nowadays there's a direct flight to Perth from London. But either way, normally to go that far you take 2 planes, second plane you take somewhere in Asia. But the American Airlines, they go left to the US, they stop in the West Coast in California, then the second flight flies to Melbourne. So I'm taking that flight and then I'll be flying straight away to the Northern Territory, because I'm going to visit that giant rock called Uluru. I'm going to visit the resort. It's very expensive, to be honest, so it won't be as long as I originally planned, but it's only a few days. But I think based on what I want to do, I've planned it out, and it's very much possible for me to do everything in the set time. So there's 3 tours I picked out. I can do them all in the given time. They all start quite early in the morning though. That's the only issue. There's one's at like 4 a.m. I'm just like, 4 a.m. I have to get up at like 2. I normally go to bed at 2. No, that's a lie. I go to bed at 4. But still, that's going to be interesting. Although normally, like when I first flew to Australia, I started waking up early. So I'm guessing a long flight will actually help me quite a lot. But anyway, I'll be in the Northern Territory. I'll be seeing that. Then I'll be flying back for finals week 1. Hopefully I've got a ticket. Hopefully I can get a ticket from someone or somewhere, or just online. It depends who's playing who and where. That's the important thing, where. I'm planning on coming to Melbourne And also one thing I didn't get to do while exploring Melbourne was Wilson's prom. So if I get a day spare, I'll do that. The plan is Melbourne for now, but there could be a Thursday night game at the Gabba or at Sydney. If there's a chance I can see a finals game in a different state, I will take the opportunity. So I can book a flight to Melbourne, but like in terms of hotels, I've stayed away from hotels for now because I want to wait till the finals happen. Not happen, sorry, when the finals are set, so I can see, okay, I can book a hotel in Sydney and see this game if I get a ticket, or I can book a hotel to Melbourne. Let's see what I can do. So yeah, it might be a bit risky considering hotels might be expensive by that time, but I'm sure I can find something. But finals week 1 would be great if I could get a ticket to either the MCG or the SCG. Hopefully we can make that happen. I'm very excited. Even if it's one game, I'll take it. One game. I just want to experience finals footy live. That's the main thing. But just in case I could see it in Sydney or Queensland, I'm going to hold off on hotels. So yeah, it's going to be just over a week, but a few days in Northern Territory and then AFL finals. In 2024, I plan to visit again. Obviously, I got to actually book the flight. There's no flight credit anymore. Different airline this time for sure. I'm sure there's cheaper ones now. United Airlines have gone up now quite a lot. They used to be really cheap, but now they're really expensive. I don't know if that's because of the British pound going down or getting weak or something else, but either way, prices for United Airlines to go to Australia are a lot more now than they were before. But yeah, 2024, it's all dependent on Formula 1. Formula 1, the Australian Grand Prix is quite popular. It's near the start of the season. It's near the start of the AFL season, and it's near the start of the F1 season. It's near the start of, I guess, the sports season for Australia after the cricket season ends. So yeah, whether I can go to this race is dependent on tickets and availability. Obviously, F1 is expensive, and also I got to actually get the ticket. But if I can get the ticket, it also, like, first of all, I gotta see if it's on Easter, because like the Australian Grand Prix is normally late March, early April. Easter is also late March, early April. So I gotta check, because where I work, I'm not allowed Easter weekend off. So if the F1 falls on Easter weekend, I cannot go anymore. But I'll still come to Australia. That is still the plan. But plan A for that trip is F1, see the F1, and then CFL games the next weekend. Either spend a week in Melbourne. Probably not, actually. What I'd probably do is I'll see the F1 race, then I'll fly to Cairns, see the Great Barrier Reef. Haven't seen that yet. One of the things I want to see the most in Australia is the Great Barrier Reef. Haven't seen it yet, so I'd love to go there for a couple of days, then come back, see AFL. Or I can go Northern Territory in Darwin. There's a crocodile, saltwater croc experience I would love to do in Darwin. And there's a national park there that I'd love to go to as well. I can't remember its name. So I could go to Cairns and back, or Northern Territory and back, or maybe I can do both if there's enough time in the week. I don't know. The race would be on Sunday, so I could leave on Monday, and then could I come back by Friday to see AFL? I don't know. I have to look into the logistics of that. Or, you know, I want to spend time in Adelaide, Queensland, Sydney or Perth, so if I can't do those things, I could fly to one of those places, spend a week there, explore, end of the week watch AFL. There'll be at least one game on in one of their stadiums, I'm sure. That could be a plan as well. We shall see. We shall see. But the plan I'm thinking of is Great Barrier Reef, I got to see it. And Northern Territory as well, and Darwin, I got to go there as well. But yeah, either way, F1, see and explore for a week, AFL, go back to England. Because I'm planning on going to US again in 2024, that's why it'll be just over a week again, just like in 2023. And then after that, well, I mean, I still want to see Perth for a week, Adelaide for a week, Queensland for 2 weeks, Sydney for 2 weeks. That's all in my plans. Tasmania for a week as well. There's some things that I haven't seen yet. And also, there's a rock bigger than Uluru. It's called Mount Augustus. It's north of Perth. Apparently, it's very hard to get to. But yeah, there are tours for it, but it's like a week long. So that'll be on the bottom of my list. But one day I could do that as well. But that's on the bottom of my list. It's very bottom because it's hard to do, especially on your own. So yeah, but in future, like I mentioned, like it won't be my last 2 visits. but it might be for a while, because in 2025 I'm planning on a big trip, a mega trip to Asia. I've listed like 8 or 9 countries that I'd like to visit in Asia, and I'm gonna try and see if it's possible to do it all in a month and a half, around 6 weeks touring Asia. I mean, it is possible, it's just that that's a lot of flight money for a start, and second, pretty much every country needs a visa, so that would be quite interesting to apply for. But yeah, there's a few countries in Asia that I'd love to go and see, so that's the plan in 2025. 2025 is also the year that I turn 30, and it's also the year that I plan to move into my own place. That's a long time coming. London is too expensive, but Arsenal are here, and I don't want to leave Arsenal, so I got to think about that as well, because I could have a season ticket by then, which would be amazing. But I've got to think about, okay, where can I move to? What's affordable but also close enough to London? I need to think about that. But that's in 3 years. That's my plan. I got a big plan to move to a new place for 2025. That's not why I'm traveling so much. I'm traveling so much because I want to travel the world. I've always wanted to for a long time, and I'm finally getting to do it because I got the money to do it, from work, obviously. But yeah, 2025 could be a big year in terms of like moving out and sorting out things, and that would mean more money going away to bills and stuff. So which would mean like more time, more money. I have to spend more time saving money is the point for holidays, which is why I'm saying the next Australian holiday after 2024 might take a while. But hopefully by 2026 I'm all sorted and fine, and I can come to Australia again. We shall see. So that's my update for you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think I should do in 2024, because 2023 I've got it planned out, but obviously I got to rely on tickets. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.